sir. Right on Biggles. Just on the back roads from Woodbridge to Needham Market. I'm hoping the road that was closed and access only and the diversion have all gone. Oh, nice. Good job I wasn't going quickly, madam. Has disappeared. I've got to say, Biggles is a marvellous travelling companion, without a shadow of a doubt. But anyway, what I thought I'd do is recount another conversation with my brother. As I may have mentioned, my brother posts videos, but for private viewing only, strictly private. He's a private sort of bloke, you see. He mutters away. I was going to say natter then, because I've been watching Ainsworth Rider, and he natters, you see. I mutter, Ainsworth natters. But anyway, he mutters on a bit, and he was very complimentary about me, actually. We were talking about the past and my riding history and his riding history, but we were talking about all sorts of things to do with when we were kids on bikes. And when I used to race, and I used to race outfits. Now, for people who don't know that term, outfits, they won't know what I'm on about. So I'll say a motorbike and sidecar, except it's not really a motorbike and sidecar. If I said to some people, I used to race a motorbike and sidecar, they'd think it was very funny. They would imagine something like I can't remember his name, from On the Buses, the brother-in-law. He had a motorbike and sidecar, but it wasn't like that. No, the motorbike and sidecar I used to race, it was a little bit like a Formula 1 racing car with 3 wheels, really. And it was good fun. It's all jolly good fun. When we bought it, it had been what they call a front exit. I was the passenger, and my mate, I won't reveal his name because I don't have his authority to do so. He was short and round, and I was tall and lanky. So we looked a bit of an odd couple, and we were the wrong way around on the bike, you see. I was the passenger and he was the rider, because he wanted to ride, and he was very good at riding. But anyway, this outfit that we bought originally had been a BSA outfit, and it had been front exit, and we changed it to rear exit and did all the fairing and everything. Now, when you're a passenger, you've got handholds, and it's important to have handholds because you have to hang on pretty tight, and you have to hang out quite a long way, just to keep that wheel down. Well, either the back wheel down or the side wheel down, depending on which corner you were doing, whether you're going right. If you're going right, you used to try and squash the back wheel down to the floor. If we're going around left, I used to hang out as far as I could off to the left to keep the left wheel down, keep it going round the corner. Anyway, we rooked up to this race, and I think it was at Elvington, and you used to have to go through scrutineering, where the bike gets checked and your helmet gets checked and stuff like that, and they weren't quite as strict as they are now. But anyway, we failed scrutineering because the fixing of the cutout switch, you see, my mate, he would have round his wrist a piece of string that went to a circuit breaker, that if he fell off, it'd pull the circuit breaker and the engine would cut. Except if it'd fallen off with ours, it wouldn't have broken. They'd have probably broken his wrist or something instead. So we were in a bit of a quandary, and we didn't have a lot of time before the race. So another competitor, because we were all good mates, you see, and at that time as well, sorry, little side story, road ahead closed. Is this the same? Is it closed? Is it closed? Yes, it's closed. So we will have to do a complete loop, I'm afraid. I bet it's not closed. I'd chance it, you know, if I had more time. Forgot where it was. Yeah, oh yeah, at that time in our club we had a pair called Steve Webster and Tony Hewitt, and they were quick. But when I say they were quick, they were really, really quick. Like, you know, a 5-lap race, they'd lap everybody by about lap 3. And in fact they went on to become world champions for a number of years as well. I think they went to a number of passengers though. I don't think the partnership stayed together too long. But anyway, so we'd failed scrutineering, and another competitor, not Steve Webster and Tony Hewitt, another competitor, they gave us a hand because they were much more experienced than us young lads. And what they did was they got a roll of gaffer tape, and they gaffer taped this thing onto the frame of the sidecar, and that seemed to be all alright. We went back to scrutineering, and everything was A-OK, safe and sound. Yes, you're safe to race, off you go. So anyway, we get off, and most people, when they start a race, I think I'll go down here, because this is where I went down last time on that diversion. It says it's unsuitable for heavy goods, but we're a motorbike. Even though Biggles is larger than Bertie, I don't think it's heavy goods. So anyway, as I was saying, most people, the rider and the passenger, would both push start, because it was a push start for outfits. You used to have to run and jump on, and you used to have to jump on pretty damn sharp, I can tell you that. So anyway, my mate, being short on round, he wasn't so good at getting on and off the outfit, so he used to stay on and I used to push on my own. But we'd accounted for this. We had the bike set up, which actually was no longer a BSA. I forgot to finish that bit. It was no longer a BSA. It had a GT 750 two-stroke engine in it that had been bored out to 810 and tuned to within an inch of its life, and it was pretty damn quick, especially when you're 6 inches off the ground, I can tell you. Anyway, so he'd stay on, and we were pretty good at the starts, and so off we go, fires up straight away. I'll jump on as fast as I can, and we're away, and that all seems really good. and we were absolutely fine. So we started going around the left-hander. So did a right-hander first, followed by a left-hander. On the left-hander, I put my hand in to get my grip. You know, it's like a curved handle. And as I'm hanging out, I felt it's like the handle was loose. It's like it was going to come off in my hand. And in fact, in a way, it did. It did come off in my hand, except it wasn't the bloody handle, was it? No. What this other competitor had done, not deliberately, I'm not saying that, I'm not suggesting that there was some conspiracy going on. What he'd done, after he'd fixed our cutout switch with the gaffer tape, he wedged the gaffer tape into the handle. Well, he probably assumed that we'd notice it and remove it, or that someone else would have observed what he'd done and removed it, but none of us did until we were belting along at quite some speed, I might add, and I'm flailing about before coming off and going down the road on my arse, holding onto a piece of a roll of gaffer tape. Yeah, it wasn't much fun. And I remember as I slid down the road, seeing my poor mate there fighting with this outfit, which was up on two wheels with the outfit wheel up in the air at quite an angle, and he managed to get it down, and my leathers, they suddenly gripped and stopped me, and the marshals came running over to me, and I leapt to my feet and ran like clappers to get back on the outfit before they got to me in case they stopped me. And we did. So yeah, that was good fun. I was a bit shocked, to be honest, and I did actually hurt myself quite badly, but I didn't become aware of that until after the race. But yeah, marvellous. Such good times. I thought you'd like that little mutter from a conversation with my brother.